I think we are online. All right, it's Tuesday. Are we excited? Yes, it's just us two, so we'll take it really nice and slow. I want us to work with a little bit mobility today, so we'll work in full range of what our muscles should be able to do. We'll work our shoulders, our back, a little bit with our lower back, our glutes, and then I would like to find our hip flexors also, and a little bit of our core to find some space in stretching. If something doesn't feel good, let me know, and then I'll explain further, or we'll just explore more and change course. It doesn't really matter. I would like you to grab your blanket. Oh, and if you're home doing this, the special things we have today is the ball, the foam roller, and I have 1 kilo weights or anything that weighs a little bit like a block that could work too. We'll fold the blanket so we can sit on it. And I would like you to kind of scoot your hips a little bit forward so your hips are kind of half on, half off situation here. And we'll start off with breathing and working through our neck and our shoulders. Give your hips a little bit of a wiggle. Relax your knees as you cross your legs. Find an even, comfortable seated position. And allow yourself to relax your chin forward towards your chest. As you inhale, lift your chest up a little bit higher. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest a little bit higher. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Inhale, sit a little bit taller. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Last one, inhale, feel the length of your spine, sit taller. Exhale, relax your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. Allow yourself to feel that your body is quite centered over your hips. Inhale, roll your shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down the spine. Slide your hands forward in front of your knees. Your arms will straighten. And as you roll your shoulders up to the ears, you're going to roll your chest slightly forward as you draw your shoulder blades down the spine. And as you exhale, roll your shoulders forward and down as you curl your chin towards the chest, forehead heavy. Inhale, roll your shoulders up to the ears. Feel your chin lift forward, neutral. Exhale, roll your shoulders forward, chin towards the chest, forehead heavy. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears, chin moves forward, neutral, chest forward, shoulder blades back. Exhale, roll forward. 2 more times, roll back. Roll forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll forward. As you're here with your hands on your knees, keep your arms straight. Now I'd like you to pull and round your back as you lean further back. Your knees will start to lift and you're hanging off of your knees. Try to draw your belly in and lean the back of your heart, shoulder blades to the back of the room. Hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your shoulders up to the ears and back down the spine. Lower your chin down to your chest and roll your head from one side. Chin back to center. Exhale. Roll to the other side. Exhale back into center. 2 more times on each side. Last one. Once you do all of your little circles, make sure that your chin is to the chest. You're going to take one of your hands and press your forehead into the hands and press down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your forehead. Take your hands, interlace your fingers, place them behind your head, and use your thumbs to slide up your head to lengthen the back of the neck. And instead of pressing down, press your head up into the hands. Press upwards for 5, 4. Feel the back of your neck lengthen at the base of your skull. 2, 1. Lift your head up, elbows wide. See if you can press your back of your head into your hands with your chin slightly tucked in. Keep pressing with your elbows wide for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your palms up to the ceiling. Stretch your arms up to the side. See if you can circle your chest underneath your arms in a small swirling motion like you have a little hula hoop around your chest. 5 circles in one direction. Then 5 circles in the opposite direction. Release your right hand down to the ground. Your left arm will be up. Then lean to the right. Try to lengthen the left side of the body from your left hip to the right arm. Really stretch through the fingers. Then circle all the way around with your left arm. 5 circles forward. As you're reaching through the fingers as far as you can, arm straight. You can even slide your right hand further out to the side if you want to feel like you're going deeper. Last circle. Then you're going to go backwards 5 times. And as you roll your hands back, really reach back and lower your palm as low as you can behind you. You're actively finding space. You're not just relaxing the arm. Last one. And see if you can bring your arm overhead and you're bounce forward and kind of disco your way all the way down till you feel the lower hip and maybe the back. Then you're going to slowly disco your way back up so the armpit is back to the sky. Then turn forward and disco back down. Disco a little bit halfway up. Then open your armpit to the sky. Last round. Then as you reach forward in your disco, bend your left elbow so your left hand touches your right arm. Pull your left elbow forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up the left hand, register center. So heavy. Lift the right arm up. Crawl your left hand and feel that you're lengthening the right side of your body from right hip to right fingertips. And then from here, you can see if you can disco forward until you feel a decent stretch all the way down the right lower back, maybe to the glute. Then we're going to slowly open up and then open up your armpit to the sky with a half turn here. Then half turn forward, disco back down towards the lower back, maybe glute. Then come back up, rotate open, and close. Bounce again. Then we open and close. As you reach forward, bend your right elbow so your right fingers touch your left arm, and pull your right elbow as far forward as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the right hand up and all the way out. We okay? Yeah, it's quite intense, yeah. Then from here, we're going to see if we can move a little bit with our shoulders. So we're going to take our left hand all the way behind us And then turn the thumb up. You're going to roll the shoulder forward and back through the thumb. Then you're going to turn the thumb back. And then you're going to roll your chin towards the center of the chest all the way to the right. And then bounce your left thumb back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you can lift it a little bit higher up. Whew, that's tight. Maybe a little bit lower down. Feels okay? Not too much?
No.
A little bit up. A little bit down. Then take your left hand behind your back and you're open and close your elbow as you press the back of your left hand. And then from here, see if you can take your hand into a fist and then pull your forearm and fist away from the back. Pull the elbow back into center. Hold for 5, 4, 3, shoulder away from ear, 2, and 1. Reach your left arm forward and push forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. Back, last one. Forward and back. Left hand down, roll your chin to center, shake your head yes, shake your head no. Take your right arm, lift up and behind you. Turn your thumb up, then maybe roll your chin towards the center over to the left and bounce your thumbs back. You can lift your thumbs a little bit higher. You can lower your thumbs a little bit lower. And one side might feel easier than the other. Once you're here, you're going to take your right hand, place it behind the back. And as you're pressing the back of the hand on the midsection of your back, you can pull the elbow back and forward a few times. Ooh, that was tight. Let's see how that feels. And then again, as you're doing a little chicken wing dance, you're going to make a fist with your right hand. You're going to try to pull the whole forearm and fist away as you draw your elbow into center. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to take your right hand forward and you'll press your shoulders forward through the palm and then back. Forward, protract, and back. Retract. 2, and 1. Lower your hands on the knees, and then we're going to cat-cow 3 more times. You can make it as hard or as easy as you like. Make sure it feels comfortable, no pain. Cool. And then we'll take our hands a little bit forward and round our chest, arch our spine, belly in, and rock from side to side as we move a little bit forward. You can keep walking your hands forward if it feels comfortable. I have a little bit of pain in my back, so I'm not going to try to go so deep on certain movements. But if you can, please do so. Perhaps your belly can fold all the way over your legs. And then when you feel good, you can bounce your chest forward with a round spine, chin to chest. Perhaps you can get lower. Eventually, you'll be able to come to your elbows. Shake off your head, yes and no. Soften the back of the neck. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll back up your spine. Well, let's take the blanket away. And we're going to work a little bit with our rotator cuff. I would like you to take any kind of small weight. Even a block could be a good weight. So I'll give you all these options. You can use a block, a dumbbell or a ball. And I'm going to use a blanket to place it underneath the side of my belly, just so that I keep my spine in line with myself. If you feel it's okay for you, you don't have to do that. Then I'll place the other block underneath my head like a pillow as I lay. Right now I'm laying on my left side. I'm going to make sure I'm completely on the left side of my body, and I'll have my left hand up as if I were to arm wrestle somebody. I'm going to see if I can bring the back of my forearm towards the ground, then lift up and see if the palm portion of my forearm can reach the ground. And if you're very tight, you won't be able to reach either side of the back of the hand or to the front palm of the hand. So now you're going to make a fist, and this fist is going to help you try to reach further with your back of your arm towards the ground, then up, reach further back down. And from here, we're going to see if we can take our left hand, or right now is my right hand, take your right hand on top of the left hand, whichever one is on bottom, and you're going to place it on top of the hand with your palm trying to lower down. And then press your fist up into the hand. Find resistance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I relax my bottom arm, it should melt a little bit deeper with the weight of my top arm. Again, press upwards with your fist into the hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax, and maybe you can lower it further down with the weight of your top hand. Last one, press up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and see if you can go a little bit deeper. Whew. Then we're going to release the top hand and arm wrestle our hand up and down a few more times, just to see if our range has deepened a bit, and you probably will see a slight difference. Then I would like you to take the ball, the block, or the dumbbell, and you're going to use the weight to bring the back of the forearm to the ground without bending through your wrist. Then come back up, slow motion, and reach towards the ground, palm side of the hand and forearm. Come back up with control. Then rotate palm down towards the ground. 3 more times, please. Last one. And try not to bend your elbow, bend your wrist. Try to get your forearm honestly down to the ground. Then we'll come back in the center and remove the weight. You're going to turn around to the other side. Hopefully you can roll just over. I have to roll towards the camera. Again, you're going to arm wrestle your arm back and forth as you lay on the side of your body. I am on my right side of my body. So my right fist and forearm is arm wrestling forward and back. And then make sure that I'm on the right side of my shoulder as best as I can. Then I will arm wrestle my forearm and palm down towards the ground. And I'll place the top left hand on top of the right fist and press the fist into the hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and let the forearm fall a little bit deeper. Press upwards again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and let the forearm fall a little bit deeper. Last one. Press. 5, upwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax, and see where that goes. Then release your left hand to arm wrestle the right arm a few times to see if your range has increased, even if it's just a little bit. Then you can use the ball, block, or a little bit of a weight and see if that's going to help you bring the back of the forearm and wrist down. And then see if the front side of your forearm and palm can reach towards the ground. Do this about 5 times in total. Slow motion if possible. Then we do one more for good measure. Good. And then we kind of hang out here for a little bit, see how that feels. And then we come on out. I'm going to move the dumbbell away. I might need a dumbbell again later. I'm going to take the block away and make sure that there's not too much stuff around me so that I can easily make a half circle with my top hand. So I'm going to relax my head to the side as I lay on my right side. My left hand is on top of my right hand. And I'm going to use my fingers to touch the floor as best as I can to open up my chest into a twist and bring my left shoulder towards the ground. My knees are still to the right, and I'm squeezing my left knee on top of my right knee. And now I'm going to slide my fingers with a straight arm all the way back until it reaches the right hand again. 2 more times. We're going to do this with our fingertips helping us to twist open. Stay in your open twist for about 5 seconds. Then we slide the left hand up and over to close the left hand on top of the right hand. One last time. Stay here for about 5 seconds. And then we're going to make this a little bit harder with using a weight. Then we close the left hand on top of the right hand. So to make our fingers touch the ground, we've been opening our left shoulder. This time, if we close the left shoulder exactly the way it is, I'll take my 1 kilo weight, or I can use a block or a ball. I'm going to make sure that my left hand that's holding the dumbbell is hovering over the ground as I push away. And I don't want to open up my shoulder. I want to see how low my arm and shoulder can go without opening up towards the ground. Then I'm going to lift back up, really push out through the arm to come back in over the right hand. So now this one's a lot more active. 2 more. If the weight is too heavy, you can use a block or you can use one of the balls. They weigh much less. Really push and move slowly so you feel which muscles are tight for you. Then you rest when your hands meet. One last time, please. Try not to go fast in these things. It's not worth it. Good. When you've done all 3, you can relax your arm and take a moment here. We'll take one more breath. Then we'll hold the dumbbell or the block in between our hands. Our head is relaxed to the ground. I want you to see if you can bring your left knee to your chest and then lift the left knee up to the sky in a half circle. Then circle forward, back to the chest, all the way back to the right knee. Circle your left knee to your chest, all the way around, up to the ceiling. Then bring the knee back all the way up, around, back to the chest, back to your right knee. 2 more times, please. Roll with control. Make sure your hips don't roll back. Last one. And then relax your knees together. Stay here for a little bit. Put the dumbbell away, or the block. You're going to straighten your left leg over to the right now, so your toe touches the ground. Then slide your fingers up and over to the left, so you can find your open twist on your back. We're going to stay here for about 30 seconds. If you feel okay here, you can also point and flex your left foot just to get into the side of the hip and lower back. And you can just relax here for a little bit. Take a breath or two here, and then we're going to slowly slide all the way back. Bend your left knee back into center, and we'll just chill out here for a little bit. And then we'll roll back to the first side. Unfortunately, we have to keep moving. And I'll have my weight with me. Relax your head to the ground as you lay on your left side. Your right hand should be on top of your left hand. And you're going to slide your fingers up and over the head so you can open up in a twist. Stay here for about 5 seconds as you squeeze your right knee to the left knee. Then we're going to slide the fingers all the way up and back forward. 2 more times. Just work through whatever feels discomfort or tight. And then we do the last one. Lovely. Now, when we do the next 3, we're going to make sure that we don't open our chest like we just did. We're going to move through the shoulder mobility and its socket, basically. So try to keep your right hand over your left hand in the beginning and see where your right shoulder is. It's going to stay in that stacked position the whole time. You're going to lift a dumbbell, ball, or block, hovering over your left hand. And you're continuously hovering your hand as you push the dumbbell away. Try not to roll back and see how far you can go as you push the dumbbell all the way back behind you. Keep it as low as you can and punch your way to see if you can come back forward and back to the left hand. 2 more times. Find your own pace. Make sure that nothing hurts as you move slowly through your body. Last one. Ooh, nice. Put the dumbbell away. And And then we'll see if we can take our right hand and open up in our twist. And we're going to squeeze our right leg to the left leg as much as we can. And we're going to relax in our twist as best as we can for about 30 seconds. You can also straighten your right leg to the left if you want to make the stretch feel slightly deeper. Stay here for another 2 breaths. Then we'll slowly close our right hand over the left hand and bend the right knee. Cool. Let's come onto our left elbow and grab your foam roller. We're going to take the foam roller underneath our left armpit. And you can have your hand underneath your head for support, and you'll roll the foam roller just a little bit up and down till you find a good spot. And then you'll start to roll back in that spot once it feels good. And you can go a little bit further up, you can go a little bit further down, but make sure that you feel like you're getting into the sticky part that works most for you in your lat. All right, we're going to add some movement. So Emma, you might want to look at me for a little bit. So as we're here, you're going to find a good spot that works for you. Yeah. And from here, you're going to pull the elbow back a bit, just to feel that you have your weight on the massage of the lat. Then as you reach forward, you're going to kick your top right leg back as you press your heel. Pull your elbow back, bring your right knee forward. Then reach forward with the right hand, kick your right heel back through the heel. So you're giving yourself a little bit of massage and a little bit of mobility. Push right hand forward, right heel back. Pull right elbow back, pull right knee forward. Exhale, reach forward as you press back with your heel. 2 more times. And then we're going to stay in the position where we are lunging forward with our right hand. Last one, and then we stay here. As you're reaching forward with your right hand and you're pressing your right heel down, try to lower your right foot to the ground as you press with the heel. Do you feel the stretch outside your right lower back and hip? Do you feel a stretch as you lower your right heel to the ground? Yeah, good. Then lift your right leg up and down 5 times. Up, then down to the ground. Up, down to the ground. Up, down to the ground. 2 more times. Belly in if possible. Then I would like you to lower your right forearm down. And then you're going to come into like a sphinx position as you twist over your left thigh. Fun? Yeah. Your right knee can bend over your left knee. That's more modified. Or you can straighten the right leg back through the heel. We're going to stay here for about 10 more seconds. So breathe with your belly in. Maybe you can roll the right toe into the ground and press the heel back. Take one more breath. And we'll slowly bend the right knee over the left knee and lift ourselves with our left elbow. Cool. Other side? So you can turn over, but I have to flip over. Ooh, and I have a cramp in my foot. Woo. So foam roller underneath your armpit, right elbow down. You can have your right hand underneath your head if you like. You're going to massage your lat by going slightly up and down until it feels good. You can move a little bit more forward. You can slide a little bit back, but make sure that you feel like you're getting the massage you deserve. So try to feel where it feels sticky. You can roll back into it if you want to go a little bit deeper into the massage. I'll give us another 10 seconds to kind of find more spaces that need our attention. And if that feels okay, then we'll make sure our knees are bent forward. And we're going to see if we can pull our left elbow back. Then reach forward with our left arm. Then you can press your left heel back as your left arm is reaching forward and press your heel far, far back. Bend your left knee back to the chest as you pull your left elbow back. Then reach forward. Press your hand forward, press your heel back. Really make as much space as you can. 3 more times. Go slow. Push in the final position. Last one. Then as you're pushing forward with your left hand, push your left heel back. Then use your inner thigh to pull the heel and inside of your foot to the ground. You're still pushing away from the left hand to the left heel. Find length for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the left leg up and down 5 times with control. Keep pushing your left hand forward. Lengthen the left side of your body. 2. Last one. Then bend your left elbow and roll onto your forearms into a sphinx. And you're going to twist through your spine as you lean outside your right thigh. If you have your left knee together with your right knee, it's a lot easier. You can also push the left heel back as you come into Sphinx and work on your twist. You can also tuck your left toes into the mat to keep pushing through the heel. there for another 10 seconds. Now we can slowly bend our knee, lift our right elbow, or press into our right elbow to lift the left elbow, and then come on out. So we're going to do two things. We're going to work on our shoulders one more time with a little bit of core and back bending. And then we're also going to stretch our hip flexors to end the class. So if you want to add weight, you use a block or a very light dumbbell. I'll show you. From here, you might want to look sitting upright first. I'm going to place the foam roller on my upper back. And I'll hug my head with my hands and my elbows squeeze in towards my face. Now, as I keep my chin tucked to my chest, I'm going to think that I'm rolling back of my head with my hands. So I'm always supporting my chin towards my chest, and I'm reaching the back of the head down to the ground. If I reach, amazing. If I don't, that's fine. And I keep my belly in, and I lift up, in line with my whole body. And as I exhale, I keep my chin in. I'm using my hands to press the back of my head into until my head maybe reaches the ground with my chin still neutral. Then I lift my head up in line with my body. See if I can go a little bit deeper. Eventually the back of my hands and my head might reach the ground. And I end with a sit-up. That way you're still doing your challenge that you promised your daughter. We're going to do this 3 more times. So now you're finding a nice gentle back bend through your upper back. Last one. Now your chest is up. Can you lift your hips up? Do you feel your heels and your bum? Now as you have your tailbone long, lower the back of your hip and the back of your head at the same time. Chin in. And lift up. Now we're actually back bending here. Back of the hip, back of the head, then roll back up. Back of the hip, back of the head. Three more times, please. Last one. Good. Now as we're here, lower the back of the hips. And then you will, where's my weight? If you like, you can have your weight behind the head, elbows in. Yeah, and then you're going to tuck your tailbone in by keeping your spine long. Let's see if you can lower everything down towards the ground. Sink your bottom of your belly button all the way into your hip bones. Then if you feel like you need to wiggle into it, you can always lift up a little bit because you added some weight. You can adjust the foam roller a little bit so you feel like you're opening up your upper back. not just your lower back. You can repeat the process with some sit-ups if it feels nice. Change that the foam roller goes a little bit higher up. And you can play with the positioning of the foam roller, making sure you keep the integrity of the back bend. And doing these mini sit-ups are really good in keeping the front core engaged with your back core. Cool. When you feel done, you're going to lift your chest off, take the dumbbell away. Then use your hands and your elbows to come back off of the foam roller. Then as you lay on your back, you're going to place the foam roller, or not the foam roller, the bolster underneath your hip. You could also do the foam roller, I guess. Either or, if you don't have a bolster at home. Make sure that the bolster is nice and even. And underneath your hip bone. Ooh. So you're almost kind of like doing a bridge. From here, I'm going to lift my left knee up to my chest. I'll hug my knee to my chest with my hands. And I'm going to lift my right knee up over my hips. And then see if I can lower my thigh so my heel touches the ground comfortably. And then I'll start to have a stretch here already. If I have very tight and weak hip flexors, I can lift the knee up and down a few more times, just to kind of warm things up as I start to make space in front of my right hip. The closer I have my left knee to my chest, the harder I make my life for my right hip flexor. Then if you're in a good position, you can try to straighten out the right leg by pushing through the right big toe. Then reach the right heel towards the ground as you squeeze the right glute. Exhale, relax. Engage. Feel the stretch in front of your hip. Exhale, relax. Maybe your foot comes to the ground, your legs slightly longer. Stretch. Point. Reach. Then relax. 2 more times. Last one. Let's see if you can relax here for about the next 20-30 seconds. Breathe in and out through your nose. Take another breath or 2 here. Then when you feel ready, you're going to bring your right knee in. Hug your right knee to your chest. Then lower your left thigh to the ground until your heel touches the ground. You can also lift your left knee up and down a few times if you feel very tight and cold in your left hip flexor. But eventually your left leg will be straighter. So just to give you encouragement, press the left toes and heels to the back of the mat to really feel the stretch that you need. You can also bend your knee in and slide your thigh and shin far, far away. If you want to be static, you can also stretch your leg out all the way to the ground, reaching to the farthest point of your mat. And you notice that maybe one leg touches the other side better than the other. We'll be here for another 10 seconds, so enjoy what you can. Relax where you feel you're at an edge. We'll take 2 more breaths. Then when you're ready, slowly bend your left knee back in over your hip. And then lower both feet towards the ground. So it looks like you're doing a wheel with the bolster supporting your hip. Are we okay with this one? All right. Now, we have a ball. Since our hips are slightly elevated, this is going to make our massage feel really nice for our trapezius. You're going to place the ball on the right side of your shoulder, right where someone's thumb would be if they were to massage you. Oof. From here, you can cactus your arms from the side, up and down, if that feels nice. And then you can also bring your hand into a happy cactus and raise your arm up overhead, and then back out to the side in cactus. Oof. All the way up, straighten your arm by the ear. Then slide your elbow out to the side in cactus. You could also do angel wings. You can make a snow angel, straighten your arm overhead, then bend your elbow all the way to the side of the hip, all the way up to the side till you straighten your arm overhead, then all the way back down towards the hip. Ooh, that was crunchy. You can always just leave your arm overhead by the ear, just to relax or open up your chest. You could do happy sad cactus. You could do angel wing movements. You can also lift your hand up and down, touching your thigh, your hip, then raising your arm up and over your head. So pick and choose your battles as we start to massage our trapezius in multiple different ways. You can also move the ball a little bit more to the center, maybe to the side. You decide, whatever feels good, and you're going to move your arm in exploration and how to dig deep into your fascia of those muscles. If you want to relax, you can. Otherwise, you can continue to move to the right arm. We'll be there for another 3 to 5 breaths. We'll take another deep breath. Then relax. Take the ball away. Place the ball on the other shoulder. Oops. And the same thing goes here. You're going to cactus your arms from the side, up and down. See how that feels? Oof, that's really tight. You can move the ball around to make sure it's in the perfect spot for you. And you notice every time you come into any happy or sad cactus, that transition in itself might not feel easy. Also in your happy cactus, you can slide your left arm up straight. Then you can bend your elbow back into cactus if that feels nice. You can also squeeze your elbow all the way down towards your left hip as you slide back up into cactus and overhead. You can also lift your left arm up and forward towards your left hip or thigh, and then all the way up again. You can also lift your left arm up and feel extra little pressure there as you wiggle the ball around. Stay where you are for the next, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds, I guess. Take about 2 to 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, take the ball gently away. Straighten both legs if you can. Draw your belly in on the exhale. Stay here for about 10 seconds. And then when you're ready, you can open up your feet into butterfly, knees wide. Take about 2 to 3 breaths here. Then close your knees when you're ready. Lift your hips up and scoot the bolster away. Roll down your spine 1 vertebra at a time. Then hug your knees to the chest, maybe hands behind the knees, and rock from side to side. You could also bring your chin up towards your knees. Find your core one more time. Happy baby. Grab your feet. And then we are done. Do whatever else you need to do. If you feel fine and dandy, you can slowly roll to one side. Ooh. Then we're going to pick ourselves up into a seated position. Whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Take your time. Good. We can go home now. Good job. No questions? Nej. Bra. Toppen. Oj, oj, oj. Svårt att komma upp igen. Man blir täppt i näsan nästan.